So you're thinking about buying a condo. Did you know there's such a thing as a non-warrantable condo? Not every agent is educated about it. Not every buyer is educated about it. If you're not in the business, you're probably not, and you probably wonder, what does a non-warrantable condo mean? So basically, if a condo is non-warrantable, it means you're going to have a limited selection on the types of loans that are available. Not every lender does them. So you're going to need to find someone that does. And I have connections that do that. So I'd be happy to refer you to them. But let's go over what makes a condo non-warrantable in the first place. It's not a condition of the property. Doesn't mean you can't fix things or that something's not fixable. So let's just talk about some of the things that causes a condo to be non-warrantable. It's going to require a higher credit score, typically, higher down payment, higher reserves. That means more money in the bank. So that's just something to expect. And in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you'll have a lot of that, especially older ones. And this also applies to new properties. So let's go over some of the things that make a condo non-warrantable. So if the project's new construction or is yet to be completed, the condo is most likely not warrantable. The developer still has yet to turn over control of the HOA to the owners. Like a neighbor, my home that I bought, was the HOA was not ran by the owners initially. It was still ran by a management company. So that right there is something that your agent's going to find out. Also, if there's a high percentage of the units that are non-owner occupied, what I mean by that is there are a lot of rentals. So that right there can cause the condo to be non-warrantable as well. Or the community allows short-term rentals like Airbnb. Now, there's a lot of restrictions on those, especially in DFW. A lot of HOAs require criminal background checks and don't allow that. So that's actually not a negative thing. But if you're thinking of doing short-term rentals, condos, probably not something you want to look at. Another thing that can make a condo non-warrantable is a single person or entity, like an LLC, corporation, or the HOA, owns 10% or more of the complex. That complex is non-warrantable. And say that the builder or the building owner or the HOA is involved in some type of litigation, that can cause a condo to be non-warrantable. I actually had a contract on a condo for a buyer. The person that owned the condo failed to disclose that there was litigation. It was a slip and fall lawsuit from what I recall. But that's something that can cause a condo to be non-warrantable. So if you have any questions about that, when you do make an offer on a condo, there's something called a condo questionnaire that your lender fills out, will get filled out on your behalf. However, there is a cost for that. Not sure how much it is anymore. It used to be around $250, $300. Like everything else, prices have risen. So that's something you're going to find out. You definitely want to put a long enough time in your due diligence period for that. So make sure you're working with an agent that is finding out those things for you. Sometimes the listing agent's not aware. And if say there's multiple properties in there, you may have your agent call multiple agents and find out if they're aware whether or not the condo's warrantable or non-warrantable. And FHA, a lot of people ask about that. Sometimes there's spot approvals for that. Most FHA approvals expired on condos here in the DFW area, especially the lower price ones. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Have a great one. Hope you're enjoying the content. See you next time.